What's up, everybody? It's your boy G Money back at it again with another video on the G35. So if y'all saw the title to today's video, I thought I would just do a little video showing you some of the symptoms you'll experience when having a bad battery. The reason why I thought I'd do this video is because, well, I have a bad battery. So I thought I would show y'all some of the things that I experience, so that way if you are experiencing some of these things, you might want to check your battery. I'm gonna go ahead and check the voltage on the battery and show y'all that. Now, I know there's ways to maintain and put maintenance on the battery. Check the water levels with distilled water. You can do that, but for the most part, I know I have a bad battery. But I just thought I'd show y'all some of the symptoms. Like, the common one is the lights on the dashboard, on the gauges, they're dim. Your headlights start getting dim. That's the most common one, but there's some other ones that I thought I'd show y'all. If you never seen it before, I just thought I'd let y'all see what it looks like or what it sounds like. Now, I know with the G35s, it's not a common issue with the batteries, but for the most part, I've experienced bad issues with the batteries. Either the terminals are not making good connections, or it's just, something with the batteries. I've had to replace 2 batteries already, so hopefully this one is just a battery that needs to be charged. But for the most part, like I said, I just thought I'd show y'all some of the symptoms. But like always, been talking too much, so let's get this video started. Some of the symptoms that you will experience when having a bad battery. Yes, your dash lights will be dim, but it might throw you off because, as you can see, the lights right now under the doors, they're fully bright. But a way to tell when your battery's bad is these lights on the side. Even the dome lights, watch, they'll start to flicker. So you see how they flickered? Now they're dim. Now they're not working. Another thing you experience is you hear that clicking noise. I believe that's like the anti-theft, and your lock gets jammed. So the way to stop that is to take out the key and open the door, and there you go. But another thing that I thought I'd show y'all is, okay, so you put the key in the ignition, turn it. Okay, yes, your light is dim. Your dash lights are dim. But another thing you will know is when you try to manually, well, not manually, but automatically lock it, it doesn't fully, lock. You got to manually lock it to lock it. You open it and you see it. You have issues with that. So that's another symptom that I didn't know if you knew about, that you'll experience. Yes, you'll have the lights flickering under the door or your dome lights. You see? Watch. Your lights will flicker. Your dash lights on the... See, now it's not even starting. So that's the thing. And then your door will have that clicking noise. So let me show y'all some of the voltage that I'm getting on the battery. So as you can tell, I already have the battery exposed because I'm already gonna get it replaced, gonna take it off. But as you can see, my voltage reading is 9.9, somewhere around the 9.9, 10. Now I believe it needs to be at least above 11.5 in order for you to at least try to get it to start. But anything under 11.5, the battery is not going to work properly. So if you notice, I do have some corrosion on this terminal, so I might have to look into that. But for the most part, when I put the leads on the terminals, I'm not getting the proper voltage that I need. So that leads me to it being a bad battery. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this battery replaced. and then we're gonna see if I fix all the issues. So I just got back from AutoZone, and I'm just tightening up this little bracket. That way the battery stays secure. I actually did a video on this bracket. I highly recommend getting one of these. But for the most part, I did a slow charge, and they pretty much said that the battery was good. So I'm gonna check voltage real quick. That way I can see what it's reading. So right now I'm at 12.5. So that's good from what it was before. It was like 9.9. So like I said, I did notice a lot of corrosion on the negative side, so I might have to just, you know, clean that up and, you know, see what happens in the future. But for the most part, I'm gonna put on the terminals. We're gonna see if it turns on and go from there. Okay, I got my keys. Let's turn the car on. Let's see. All right, started right up, so that's a good sign right there. As you can tell, the gauges are working properly. The lights are fully bright. My automatic locks are working properly. As you can tell, before they weren't opening all the way. You know, all the lighting, the dome lighting is working good. So that's a good thing right there. Let me check the voltage and see what we're getting as far as voltage. Okay, my voltage reading is 14.1. As you can tell, I have both leads on the terminals. So it's a lot better than what it was before. It was 9.9, so that's a good thing right there. The only thing I would probably recommend me just keeping an eye on is that negative terminal. I tightened it up pretty good, but there was a lot of corrosion on that terminal, so I'll double check on that at the end of the week, see how that's holding up. But for the most part, yeah, those are pretty much the symptoms that you're gonna look for as far as if your battery's bad. Number one, if your headlights or your dash lights or all the internal lighting is dim or it starts flickering. The second thing is, of course, your car will not crank over. And then the third thing is, well, for me, was the clicking. I guess for the automatic locks, it has that little security feature. I believe it's a security feature, but it has like that lock, that ticking noise. As far as the physical appearance of a battery, the way you can tell if it's a bad battery by physical appearance is, the first thing is, if your battery looks like it's gonna explode, like it's, you know, expanded, then that's a number one thing to look for. For the most part, my battery didn't look like that. It was just real covered in corrosion, so I just know I needed to clean that up. The second thing is check your water levels. I didn't do that because I already knew that my battery was bad, or not bad, but needed to be charged. But the water levels, you just pop these open. You can you have like I believe three per little tab. Just check your water levels. I know you don't want to use tap water. You want to use distilled water. That's a lot better to use. To, you know, just check the water levels. And then the third thing is just look for, you know, corrosion. But that's more for, like, you know, if it's making a good connection. But there is ways, you know, to check that if it's a bad battery. So I just thought I would, you know, share my experience. But for the most part, guys, that pretty much concludes this video. Hopefully I didn't lose you or bored you to death. But for the most part, I'm just here to help y'all out. So that being said, yeah, guys, that pretty much concludes this video. Like always, if this is your first time tuning into the channel, feel free to put that thumbs up. And like always, hit that subscription button. I'm almost at 1,500 subs, so, you know, once I get there, you know, I'll show my appreciation. I'm probably gonna do something for it, for everybody who stays tuned into the channel. But like always, it's your boy G Money. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.